And a fine afternoon to you. We hope you are well. Lovely day, isn't it? Lovely week, isn't it? Welcome. If you've not met us before, please welcome Afternoon Tea with Paul
and Karen. Schön, euch alle zu sehen. Willkommen zum 68. Afternoon Tea mit Paul und Karen. Episode 68. Would you believe it? Isn't that amazing?
It is. It is. It's incredible. Yes, as you notice, Karen does talk a bit funny sometimes. Oh, in fact, most of the time.
Excuse me. Yes, I'm originally from Stuttgart, or the area of Stuttgart in Germany, and Paul is...
I talk perfectly because I'm from Fenton in Stoke-on-Trent.
Or something like that, well. Nice to see you all. I can already see everybody is tuning in from America, from Germany, from the UK, everywhere, and the Sync Police has already been there as well. Thank you, Sync Police. So that means
one of our Martins has sent his note that he's not going to be attending until later.
It's not good enough to send a sick note in, isn't it, of the regulars? No, I'm just joking. I think he's got the grandchildren or something like that, so you have to do that, don't you? So, is it time for our first... Oh, I was wondering, did you recognize the song The Pheasant Was Whistling? Did you hear him whistling? Put it in the chat if you have. Right.
I watch the sun rise on another journey away from you. Away from you. And when the moon paints midnight streams before me, I think of you. I think of you.
Ich denke dein, wenn mir der Sonne Schimmer vom Meere strahlt, vom Meere strahlt. Ich denke dein, wenn sich des Mondes Flimmer in Quellen malt, in Quellen malt.
I see your face on every road I travel, on the laughing street, down the lonely mile, in the darkest nights of all my winding journeys. I see your smile. I see your smile.
Ich sehe dich, wenn dort auf fernem Wege der Staub sich hebt, der Staub sich hebt. In stiller Nacht, wenn auf dem fernen Stege der Wanderer bebt, der Wanderer bebt.
Voice in the rustling leaves of morning, till the winds of evening knock my window pane, and in the silence of the deepest forest I hear your name, I hear your name.
Ich höre dich, wenn dort mit dumpfem Rauschen die Welle steigt, die Welle steigt. In stillem Haine geh ich oft zu lauschen, wenn alles schweigt, wenn alles schweigt.
You're by my side, though distance stands between us. I know you're near, I know you're near. The sun goes down, but the stars will walk beside us till you are here, till you are here. I watch the sun rise on another journey away from you, away from you.
Dankeschön.
Great.
Thank you very much. Pep says it's her favourite song.
Really?
One of
It's
her
one of my
favourite songs.
favourites too. I love playing that one. It was Goethe's song, which is from a German poet, wrote the lyrics, and Colum Sands translated and put them to music.
That's right.
And that's what it is, Goethe's song.
Johann Wolfgang von Goethe is one of the most famous German poets, almost as famous as Shakespeare here.
Talking of Shakespeare, what have we told the story what we've done last week? No. Can't we say?
Of course we can say it. I'm so excited about it.
We've booked tickets for Ian McKellen, Sir Ian McKellen, as in Hamlet in Windsor. When are we going?
August, I think, or July.
August.
Or yeah.
All being well, that is.
Yeah.
So,
fingers crossed. It's going to be exciting.
yeah.
Yeah.
Have we got loads? We got loads of blooming tickets that
I've
were
got
all
vouchers.
cancelled last year and turned into vouchers. So,
Yeah.
in fact, we've just had one that was cancelled last June, and we've had it renewed today. Is that right? For June
2022.
22.
So it's coming. Now, Angela
And
says...
who's that for?
Oh, it's... I can't say that one.
We can.
It's for Robbie
Williams
Williams.
at Port Vale.
And the reason, obviously, it's his homecoming gig here in Stoke, and of course, that will be just brilliant.
It'll
I mean,
be
I like
fun,
Robbie
won't
anyway.
it?
I'm not a big fan
It
of
will be
his
fun.
music particularly, but I like him a lot. I think he's a good lad, Robbie is. Yes, it's birthday time. Now, I have only 2 birthdays that I'm aware of, people who are watching and enjoying the show. So tomorrow is the birthday of one of my longest and dearest friends over in Germany. It's Jana's birthday, and she's 21 again with a bit of experience. Happy birthday for tomorrow.
Very happy
Jana.
birthday, Jana. Have a lovely time.
I hope the card is there on time. And Jana, by the way, gave for my birthday that little tree that you can see here. That's probably very soon going in the garden when the frost is finally over. So that's from Jana.
What's it called?
I don't know.
I put it in the stew.
I don't know. Oh, bay leaf.
A bay leaf.
A bay leaf.
Bay tree. Bay.
It's the one you always fish out again, isn't it?
Well,
And
you don't eat them, do you?
on Monday is a very famous poet's birthday. One of our good friends by the name of John Mills. And his birthday is on Monday, so happy birthday for Monday,
Happy
John.
birthday, John.
So
Hope you have a good day.
I really hope you do. Yes. And tickets, here we are. Martin's got tickets for this famous folk duo from Stoke-on-Trent in October in Markgröning, and you can buy tickets for that one as well. And Martin's got the tickets already.
Wouldn't that be good if
Brilliant.
everybody came over to Germany? That'd be great.
Oh, that would be good, wouldn't it? And it's such a good venue, It's in a carpentry shop, and they make it into an Irish pub and everything, and it's just
fantastic.
awesome. Yeah. Have I missed any birthdays? So please put them in the chat. I'll check after this song if I missed any birthdays. Shall we sing this before we show you something that we've promised you last week? I'll show you that after the next song.
Where I live is what I know. Where I live is what I am. When I walk that road to home, that's where I can be the man who almost never was, the man who asked what will I be. When I walk that road to home, where I live will answer me. where I live will answer me. Where I live will answer me.
Where I live can paint me green. Where I live can paint me blue. When I walk that road to home, I can be just any hue, any color you can name, any sound that you can sing. When I walk that road to home, I can be most anything. I can be most anything. I can be most anything. I'm not talking bricks and sand, grassy lawns nor roses too. When I talk of roads to home, it's any road that leads to you. Where I live is what I know. Where I live is what I am. When I walk that road to home, that's where I can be the man. That's where I can be the man. That's where I can be the man. Where I Live, one of our newest written songs, I think, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, hi, Jess in Australia. I've just spotted around the globe
Jess.
as well.
We were talking earlier today.
Hi, Angela. Angela was saying, can you sing Zombie? We haven't done that in ages, have we? Angela, I think we'll keep that as a cliffhanger, and I think we'll do that probably another time, shall we?
Yeah.
We've already done it once as a popular cover, but I'm sure most people wouldn't mind if we do that again, wouldn't you?
I would.
Deafens me. I would like it. Sorry. And hi, Alex. Nice to see you too.
Last week, I think we were doing dib, dib, dibs and dub, dub, dubs because we were talking about the Scouts and the Cubs. And Karen said there was a couple of photographs she'd got hidden that were when I was in the Cubs. In fact, I was in my first band. It was in the time of skiffle music. So it was Lonnie Donegan and all that. And so for one of our shows at Barlaston Parish Room, we had this group called the Sniffling Cubs. And it was captured in time on a photograph.
And when was that about? Do you know?
1957.
1957. Here we go. I'll give you a couple of 3 seconds and let you guess which one of those Sniffling Cubs is Paul. Here we go.
Hang
on.
Oh dear.
I'll just get it up. Where are we? The Sniffling Cubs.
Oh, no.
Which one of those might be Paul? Jess, you're out of it. You might know, don't you?
She probably doesn't, actually.
You don't? Right. In 3 seconds, I'm going to reveal it. There will be a big exclamation mark on top of Paul's head. 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! That one. Were you right? I think it's the most handsome one, that one.
I walk around with a big exclamation mark on my head most of the time.
Here we go.
There you go, the Sniffling Cubs.
What's Great, Noah? Wish Noah luck in his first football game of the season tomorrow.
That's right. Noah is playing his first match with is it the Valley, Jess? Are they called the Valley or Swan Valley? No, it wouldn't be Swan Valley. probably she'll tell us. Noah's playing first match of the season. He's been training. Listen to this. He's been training a training camp with Juventus.
What?
How about that? Yep.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
That's been
He's just done 3 days, a 3 days camp with them in Perth in Australia. With Juventus, and that's his favourite player, you see, is Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm forgetting my tea here.
I can't see any birthdays that I have missed, but it says here your afternoon tea has been prescribed for person with vaccine side effect. Hasn't been in bed all morning till 3 p.m. Oh, blimey.
Who's that?
I don't know who it is, but it doesn't matter. But all the best for whoever had the vaccine side effect. So I've got mine on Sunday. I'm quite excited about it. I didn't want to share that really, but I thought I'd tell everybody now. Wow. Right.
Okay. Is it song challenge
Does
time?
Larry says, Paul, does your chewing gum lose its flavour on the bedpost overnight?
Well, it used to. Yes.
What?
Karen's bewildered. She doesn't understand, Larry.
No.
It was a song. Lonnie Donegan. Does your chewing gum lose its flavour on the bedpost overnight?
Oh dear. No, we'll have a
Lonnie Donegan. It was, wasn't it? I think.
We've actually got a 1957 song today, but later on.
Yeah.
Yeah. 57, not 80s, 68.
This is old enough, though, isn't it? When's this one?
No, he swallowed it in fright, says George.
Okay.
Nice.
Our song challenge.
Not quite
Not
yet.
quite.
I like
I'm
talking
desperate
over
to
it a
get
little
to
bit.
it.
I am actually, yes. But I just wanted to say something about the dress. It's you can tell. I mean, this one is really. I realized when I did the sound check, it's actually a bit of a standing up dress. Sitting down, it's probably not that perfect. I bought it when I was teaching many years ago, and it's a standing up dress. It looks like this. Ta-da. It hasn't actually got sleeves. Ta-da. But I think it's too soon for sleeves time, and I think I do this, and it goes really well with that scarf, whose story I still haven't told you, which hopefully I'll have a little bit of time later to do. Finally tell you my New Zealand scarf story. Still a cliffhanger there. Oh, dear me. And Jill has been commenting on your lovely jumper as well, Paul.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right, song challenge.
It's a bit warm, actually.
It's
today.
It's a not a 68 song. It's, well, we thought it was a 68 song actually.
It's 69, so we should be doing it next week, really.
But we only realized just before the show, so you'll have your 69 song today. And this was a suggestion even.
Was it?
Yep, by Maz said that. And
brilliant.
yeah, it's a great song. I always wanted to learn it, and that's always the nice thing about the song challenge, that songs that you always think, oh, I'd like to learn that, and never really got round to it. And we've started learning this last Saturday for everybody who's watching us for the first time. And
Probably the most famous song of Kristofferson's. He had some great ones. He has some great ones.
made famous by Janis Joplin, but don't expect me to do the yodeling part. It's not going to happen. It's a bit of a mixture of a Kristofferson version and the Janis Joplin version. I hope you enjoy our version of Me and Bobby McGee. Busted flat and Baton Rouge, waiting for the train, feeling near as faded as my jeans. Bobby thumped the diesel down just before it rained, took us all the way to New Orleans, yeah. I took my harpoon out of my dirty red bandana, and I blew low while Bobby sang the blues. With them windscreen wipers clapping time and Bobby clapping hands, we finally sang of every song the driver knew. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose, and nothing ain't worth nothing but it's free. Feeling good was easy, Lord, when Bobby sang the blues. Feeling good was good enough for me. enough for me and Bobby McGee. From the coal mines of Kentucky to the California sun, Bobby shared the secret of my soul, standing right beside me for everything I'd done. And every night he kept me from the cold. Then somewhere near Salinas, Lord, I let him slip away, looking for the home I hope you'll find, yeah. But I'd trade all tomorrow for a single yesterday, to be feeling Bobby's body close to mine. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. And nothing, maybe nothing, but it's free. Feeling good was easy, Lord, when Bobby sang the blues. Feeling good was good enough for me. Good enough for me and Bobby McGee. La 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 Bobby McGee. La 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 Bobby McGee. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. And nothing was all he left to me, yeah. Feeling good was easy, Lord, when Bobby sang the blues. Feeling good was good enough for me. Good enough for me and Bobby McGee. Good enough for me and Bobby McGee. Good enough for me and Bobby McGee. Yay.
Hey, we got there.
Woo, we got through. Well done.
Surprisingly, in all my years, I've never played that before. That was a new one for me.
Yeah. Yeah, and for me. So, thank you, Marilyn. I just see a... yes, country song, that's right.
Yeah, very much. But he wrote some great songs. I mean, I'm just trying to think now. Was it Loving Her Was Easier? That was a beauty.
I don't know that one.
That's a gorgeous song. Why Me, Lord, I think. And of course, Help Me Make It Through the Night. Oh, blimey.
Jill says the flowers in my hair look nice, and of course that goes very nice with the 1968 thing. Now it is all my
Was that deliberate?
jewelry.
You got flowers in your hair?
Sort of, they're little, similar, yeah.
Okay.
And they're of course all my jewelry, other than this one, although it could be really, are from Ella's Creations. If anybody likes what I'm wearing, have a look at her website. It's really nice. That was the advertisement block, just in case somebody was. No, I'll show you. They're not really flowers, but I love that in my hair. Look. Can you see it? Sorry. I'm a bit silly today. I'm just, it's just the weather's so nice, and we're here amongst all the friends. I was looking forward to today all week, really, to sing this song. So
we actually went out for lunch yesterday, didn't we?
Oh, yes. So
well, all our power was off. They were cutting down trees, so we had no power for a few hours.
So lucky that wasn't today. I mean, come on, that would have been a problem, wouldn't it?
So we decided to go into town, and we had a little bit of lunch. In the pub, in the garden. Very nice.
It was quite nice.
Very lovely.
Very, very good.
In the sun.
What is your treat for today? What have you got lined up to make you feel really nice and weekendy today? Have you spotted Crispy, by the way? He's started.
He's joined a yoga class.
Yeah, he's using the time very wisely. He's doing a bit of yoga. And we have got, I was a bit lazy today. I've just took the rest of the brownies that I had a few weeks ago out of the freezer.
I was going to say they're in the freezer. I'm pleased about that.
No, I think they were already dry when I put them in, so it would be
They're just for show, I think, today.
Maybe we should just dry them and then show them every week and pretend they're fresh. No, we don't do that. We want to have a bit of a treat, of course, as well. eating McDonald's. Claire, Alex.
Lovely. Look, I haven't done that for a while. That'd be good.
Jammy Dodgers, that's nice. Brownies, Peter. Hey, we're in tune today, aren't we? Oh, very good. And I've got my lovely Countess Grey tea today, of course. Very nice, very nice. Well, the next song, shall we go with that straight away, or shall I do
Was it the song challenge once or not? Is it never?
It used to be. It was a song challenge quite a few months ago. Again, a song that has been requested quite often, and I have taken the opportunity we have taken the opportunity to learn for a song challenge. And I thought, it's too nice, that song, to lose it again. And we've refreshed it a tiny little bit. But it feels still like a song challenge because we haven't performed it since the last song challenge in public. But I don't think it matters because I'm pretty confident that you like it. It's a bit of a preview to our 70s show as well, isn't it? This is, I think, from 1970-something by Janis Ian.
Janis Ian.
And it's called At 17. Learned the truth at 17, that love was made for beauty queens. That much about the song challenge, eh? Shall we just start that again?
I think we're better.
Yeah. I learned the truth at 17, that love was made for beauty queens. High school girls with clear-skinned smiles that married young and then retired. The Valentines I never knew, Friday night charades of youth were made for one more beautiful. At 17 I learned the truth. Those of us with ravaged faces, lacking in the social graces, desperately remained at home, inventing lovers on the phone who called and say, "Come dance with me," and murmured vague obscenities. It isn't all it seems.
Oh dear.
At 17, a brown-eyed girl in hand-me-downs, whose name I never could pronounce, said, "Pity please the ones who serve, they only get what they deserve." And the rich relationed hometown queen marries into what she needs, the guarantee of company and haven for the elderly. Remember those who win the game lose the love they sought to gain in dabentures of quality, dubious integrity. Their small town eyes will gape at you, dull surprise when payments due exceeds accounts received at 17. Of us who know the pain of Valentines that never came, and those whose names were never called when choosing sides for basketball. It was long ago and far away, the world was younger than today. Dreams was all they gave for free to ugly duckling girls like me. We all play the game, and when we dare to cheat ourselves at solitaire, inventing lovers on the phone, repenting others' lives unknown, who call to say, come dance with me, murmur vague obscenity to ugly girls like me at 17.
There we go. Good. I forgot my favourite chord and I
Thank you.
couldn't think what it was.
Oh,
It came back eventually.
fallen out of your head. Your
It did.
favourite chord has it.
Good. That was at 17 by Janis Ian.
Duck of the week. I didn't get any parcels. You know. No, I don't mean that. I don't mean that. Paul will say you shouldn't say that.
What's that?
No. But I thought the Duck of the Week, I had quite a few requests. Some of you might remember that quite a few months ago, I started sort of a cliffhanger story with Vladimir the Duck. Many of you were asking, how is Vladimir? I never knew how it continued. So, because it is so long ago, and most of you probably have either never heard it or can't remember, I thought I'll just start you off with the beginning of the story again. And then in the next few weeks, I'll tell you all the end of the story as the Duck of the Week. Don't worry, it's not a replacement for the joke alarm.
Even though it might be funny.
I don't know if it's funny, really. I mean, you be the judge of that. The Tale of Vladimir the Duck, Part 1. Headline, A Duck with Quacky Toot. Count Vladimir Duck-ular was a strange little duck. Some would even say that he was quackers. Whenever he had to pay for things, he would simply say, put it on my bill, or, failing that, he would sign a check with his quill feather. Vladimir lived a very stressful life with a full-time job as a bath duck for a certain Josh Duckett. Until one day, Vladimir quacked under the pressure and ducked his responsibilities. Vladimir stole a huge wad of bills from the bank because in his heart, in fact, he was a robber duck. Vladimir flew away from the bank with grace. It was poultry in motion, and flew to Bath, which he heard was a bubbling city. To be continued.
Right. Okay. Blimey.
It's exciting, isn't it? What happens to him there?
Oh, let me just
Get in tune.
Yes.
Or whilst you're getting in tune, I am, what did I want to say? Oh, Scarf, New Zealand. I'll do this very, very briefly before we do the next song. The story was, I was on my own in New Zealand, and I was at this quay right in the middle of nowhere, which was the longest quay in, I think, one of the longest in the world, or definitely in New Zealand. And there was far and wide nobody, only car in the car park. So I was, 2 cars were actually in the car park. So I was walking down this, it's 2 kilometers long, that quay, and I was walking it down, and overtook the owners of that other car, which was an elderly couple at the time. So I overtook them, walked back and sat on the front, and then of course we got talking when they arrived, and they said at some point, oh, why don't you come, we live in the Northland, and if you come in that way, come and visit us. And I thought, well, that's nice, and they gave me their address and everything, but and me being German, of course, I thought, oh, all right, I'll do that. So when I was actually in that area, I went there, and it was the biggest welcome I could ever imagine. It was just unbelievable, typical New Zealand style, I think. And I sort of was only planning for a coffee because I had already planned an accommodation and everything. They were so disappointed that I didn't stay overnight, didn't use the internet. I mean, that was long before mobile phone taken away with internet and everything. And that I didn't want to wash because I just had done that but I am still in touch. And this was 2007, I think. Still in touch. We're still writing. We have seen them since. And
we stayed with them.
We stayed with them. And when we came back, this one was waiting for me. And this is handmade by their daughter. And her name is also Karen. So that's
why they fell for you.
Came from. And there's lovely, lovely people. And we do hope that in 2022 or 2023, hopefully we can meet them again in New Zealand, Janet and Norman. So that was the story, a typical New Zealand story. That's what I wanted to tell you for quite a few shows now. So a cliffhanger, that's right, Barry. There we go.
Now, have you got some instruments to show off?
Shall we do that after? Okay. Yeah, I think otherwise I don't want to talk that much, really.
So it's you know what?
You'll cover.
We're very American and sort of country today, aren't we? I think by the looks of it.
And it's 1957 song. This one.
This is a Johnny Cash classic. Are we ready?
Get your rock and roll shoes on, everybody.
I hear that train a-comin', rollin' round the bend. Ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when, but I'm stuck in Folsom prison. Time keeps dragging on, and I hear that train a-comin' way down in San Antone. Now when I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't you ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that train a-comin', I hang my head and cry. When I hear that train a-comin', I hang my head and cry. You know, I bet there's rich folks eating in that fancy dining car. I bet they're drinking coffee, smoking big cigars. Well, I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free. When I hear that whistle blowing, that's what's haunting me. So if they'd free me from this prison, if that railroad track was mine, I bet I'd move it on a little further down the line, far away from Folsom prison. That's where I wanna stay. And I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Here I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Johnny Cash, Folsom Prison Blues.
Oh, Sean, Margaret and Jill are dancing in their chairs.
I was bouncing
Phyllis
my chair,
dancing
my
around in
chair's
the
turning,
kitchen. Well, that sounds just like it's supposed to be. That's
Great.
very good. No,
He actually played that in the prison, didn't he?
did he?
Yeah.
Oh yes, that's right, isn't it? That's where I got it from. Now, really, I would like to try my brownies now because I was hoping that Paul would do the instruments we can't play feature today.
I've
but-
already done that.
Oh, that's right, he's done that. Oh, by the way, if you were wondering what that harpoon business was on the Bobby McGee, because I never knew that, I took my harpoon out of my dirty red bandana. I was quite surprised. It is a harmonica.
Or harp, of course, a blues harp.
Oh,
And that's why it's called harpoon.
I see. Shall we change the things we can't play, and we'll just go with the harmonica because I definitely can't play that.
I can't. I didn't even seen that. Ooh. What key is it?
I have no clue. I can't
Sounds
play.
like you can play it as good as Bob Dylan. It's in C. See, she thought that she couldn't play.
That's enough. I really can't play this.
I've never seen that before.
Well, the thing is, I had a different instrument we can't play planned for today. I just changed the plan just like that. So this is my harpoon from the Martin. That will say something
It's
to you.
great, that is. I like that.
I think that was a present from on the World Savings Day or something like that. That's where I got it from. It's good, isn't it? Nice
It's
and red.
cool.
The dirty red bandana has
Yeah,
even
I like
got the
that.
color on that one. So yes, that's another instrument I can't play. After we
I
had
don't know.
already, we
I
had
think
already
people
had,
will disagree after that little display.
after we already had the ukuleles and the strats and the nose flute, of course, the juice harp. And we've got a few more in store, so keep tuned in the next few weeks. I've got the ones that I wanted to do today, which I'm going to do next week probably, if Paul doesn't come up with his little string instrument that I'm quite
I
excited
did find
about.
another instrument that I'd forgotten I'd got.
It's very pretty, but it's not quite in playing mode yet. I think we'll have to do something about that first. I can't play the harp any better than you, or worse, George. That's all right. I got the blues. Ooh. See, this is why I love these people so much. That's so nice. Right. Is it
Joke time.
joke alarm time, or shall we do that after the next song?
Really?
Yeah. No. Yes.
It's very unusual. Would it still work?
I think it would. Let's do that after the next song. People might probably stay, or they might run off because they think, "Oh, German joke is coming." Let's do the song first, and then go for the joke alarm after. So don't go away. There's a joke coming your way, and it has got some Guinness in it. And a joke. This is called The Answer, and tells Paul's life story in about 2.5 verses.
I worked in the factory, I mastered my trade, from clay in the fire to the pots that I made. But I longed for the long roads, and I craved for the stage, and dreamed of just what I could be. So I told them one day that these cups were my last. I was done with the wheel, I was through with the cast, and the clay in my nails would be a thing of the past when tomorrow I follow my dream. But if I speak from the heart, it was clear from the start, written there in the stars, was the fate of this chancer. And what was to be, it was all there to see. But to fools such as me, I was blind to the answer. Many years later, one cold lonely night, helpless and hungry, but a book I could write. If I could make it to London and the East City lights, somehow I would find myself work. So I cut all my hair and I knocked every door, till a man with $1 million from North Baltimore said, if you get a suit, son, I'll teach you the score, and soon you'll be richer than me. But if I speak from the heart, it was clear from the start, written there in the stars, was the fate of this chancer. And what was to be, it was all there to see. But to fools such as me, I was blind to the answer. The money came quick, even quicker it went, and so no surprise did my Baltimore friend. It was then that I saw you, and my future was penned. Welcome back to the long roads and dreams. Now if I speak from the heart, it was clear from the start, written there in the stars, was the fate of this chancer. And what was to be, it was all there to see. There was just you and me, and you were the answer. And what was to be, it was all there to see. Now it's just you and me, and you are the answer.
Thank you.
And that's called The Answer. And one day we'll record these songs.
Oh, thank you. Very nice comments there of everybody to the answer. Thank you. It's very kind of you. It's time for the joke alarm because, as you know, we Germans are world famous for our fantastic humor, and especially me. In Dublin, a pub, there's plenty of them. Anyway, this joke is placed in a pub in Dublin. And there, although there is loads and loads of locals there, there's one American tourist found his way into that pub right in the middle of Dublin. Now he leans by the bar, he looks around, and then suddenly he shouts as loud as he can. He says, "I'll bet $500. That's not a very good American accent, is it? Oh, well.
Okay.
I'll bet $500 that none of you can drink 10 pints of Guinness within 15 minutes. And the people look and they have a quick chat and everybody's sort of shaking their heads. And after a very short time, people get back into their normal conversation and forgot about the American. However, a little duck has been waddling out of the pub after that American said that. And a while later, the duck waddles back in and goes to the American and says, "Hey, sir, is your bet still up?" And the American says, yeah, $500 if you can drink 10 pints in 15 minutes. And the duck says, "Yeah, well, I'll have a go." So barkeeper puts the 10 Guinnesses down, and the duck starts drinking. And with 5 minutes to spare, the duck has drunk them all. And the American is completely flabbergasted. And he looks, "That's fantastic. Well, here's your $500. But just tell me, I was wondering, where have you gone after I've even raised that bet?" And the duck says, "Well, I've just gone down the road into the other pub. I just had to try if I can actually do it." Good.
Very good. Very good.
Oh dear, that was a joke alarm. Now we've been, before we go into our very end, we've been working very hard this week. I'll show you this very quickly. This is what we are preparing for.
I'm trying to think what we've been doing.
70s
Oh,
show.
right. Okay, that,
So
yeah.
we've got plenty of material here, I think. So just to let you know, I think we've got quite a lot to work on and to go on for the 70th show. Now, it's time. I can't believe it. It's time.
Is it?
It's time. And I haven't even
Goodness
had a bite of my brownie. Well, we'll do that after the show.
Oh, I'm still in drop D.
Oh, drop. Well, it sounds Auf Wiedersehen mit Duck in drop D is different, isn't it? Where does a duck put 20 pints of Guinness? Well, it's another
that could
story.
be a joke, couldn't it?
It's another story to be told, perhaps.
Where would a duck put 20 pints of Guinness? There has to be a clever punchline to that, doesn't it?
Come on, everybody, get your mugs, start swaying and sing with us.
Thank you again, everybody. It's been lovely to have you around and playing for you.
Well, that's it for another week. Goodbye, my friends, good luck. We'll see you in a field somewhere. Auf Wiedersehen, me duck. We shouldn't shed another tear, for friends will all be back. We'll see you in a field somewhere. Look at him. Auf Wiedersehen. Well done, Crispy. Me duck. Auf Wiedersehen, me ducks. And that we don't have it as a cliffhanger. I didn't say that, but it was Your Great Escape, what the pheasant was whistling on the video in the beginning. Just in case you were missing that answer, it was Her Great Escape, Paul's latest song. That's resolved as well. Well, ducks, we'll see you next Friday at 4 o'clock, hopefully, for afternoon tea with Paul.
And Karen?
Am nächsten Freitag um 5 Uhr deutscher Zeit, Afternoon Tea mit Paul und Karen. Das wäre schön, euch wiederzusehen und hoffe, Mutti, dir hat Spaß gemacht und allen anderen natürlich in Deutschland auch. Bis nächsten Freitag. See you next Friday.
Enjoy the weather this weekend. It's going to be lovely.
Have a lovely weekend and we'll see you next Friday. Thank you for joining us.
Come and mow my lawn.
Bye. Cheers.
See you now.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.